President Mahama was handed that defeat. Very humiliating. And it was bad naturally they say Ghana for any bonny, it will be dear bonny, a basso swampa. Na chairman won't to me a static free Kumasi. Men person be question because business ni nyina asem ba nyina market mundim dia koswam ya wo cast wo CID as part of bill conditions they say adeche won some report ne ho adeche no kwakwa report no me ne kasa 3 times anopa me ne kasa e bo be 12 eno no asa frame me so ento be ko idin 1 or 2 bia e bo 2 o'clock no na mkwan so ko. In fact, I about to no I'm kwasoko. About 2:30 and I'm San Fellows. Oh, my boss. Me wa han mo nteja twen botra na mpedi for the kwasro holomo. Kama. Na me say lawyer holo so me lawyer wo ho. Wa wie I'm told say we need more than 20 minutes. E wo CID of CID office on I'm robbery department ho. Afi wo si kwan so to the kan wa kwa na NDC for ama Yoko for Rambo Stalin aba Bɛkyerɛ amedi ko yuko asem ne say in fact e besi ne lawyer and the appeal could be krompo ye lawyer ema chaba wuntumi no ontimi enka categorically say these are the charges preferred against chairman wuntumi ontimi nka because omunye sa and one say omnibus ayibiro mo de abono causing financial loss to the state. Kakraka. You know, so the baby bebre womb, just and crabata bebre womb. It's like the state is fishing for something against Chairman to me. I'm sure say by that time, something should have prompted lawyer and the appeal could be saying, they are up to something mischievous. Well, what the young call? Ye beyini, you know. And na Joe. Chama wuntu ho mfa no ye nyina so misa chama wuntu ho so mfa no ne nua ekutani nuru anwumre wo de koma no a wo mo so da bi fa ko ba bi o ma anye okoda hospital aye back and forth if a Thursday na lawyer for bi wo yoko anim ho no mo na wo mo se wo mo person mo court ekoye ekofale habeas corpus something like say biakwa yemfa against yoku say yemfa the body just say the person chema want to me embra na omunhu no but I don't know what happened to that proposal you know amaso yes it yate 50 million bail 2 sureties to justify justify the when yasem no na enkofo bi ti bonkosofo bi nwom an ite chema wuntu bi sika bebrebe a wase wo no 50 million Ghana cedis e na woni bi misramo ye nka se chema wuntu bi nkofa 50 million Ghana cedis emra no fa bebeli ne ho ego wo fie dadaada se kwano an no fa makale na so de se wodem e kade na mfo be kesika bom se 50 million cedis ni enie mfa che mama ye na committee na fie maye ba anye sa yeso bi bedi wakaginamu a enye na odi akaginamu ma wo ho he is not on self recognizance bail and will use the property e dey adwuchaje no ho aje so obi obeje wo no and will the property ba bedwuchaje say the background in fact ebra OSP eche me no so ma me 5 million in the bill no mi pesi abontia e na chairman that no chairman ne the rule kasa and was na sian po na asase bi ogbom ko value ye I think it was about 20 million Ghana cedis and it says 5 million dia and the nyambo chalopa obe make so ka flight e ba odi ebetum documents na betum flight tracker flight ndi aba na ka da ba satisfy South Bill bond no so chairman nyame nchadi mpo di yewie so it is not about the war na say the woni wo like wo bi park bro so afe yatete edibi kropo ba yesi bi akoma bill ba e chefwe say danya no kre we di we ko exception danya no kre de wo mu ni say ebi so di omo de ekoi but ya na conditions na wo nya na unsatisfied hwe adaya kese a ye ni tuatua e wo East Legon any Westlands, any cantonments, Jowulu, I can tell you, and I bet you, say, and then you can say about 70% of all these buildings, our prime areas, they don't qualify to be used as sureties. You can't justify them. The moment Tabaka said to be justified, what you say? And was our values. Echo value dining in I said, die was and you say, no boy, assassin, you say, a dining, you say, why didn't was so? Near shed diner, we could value diner. What told my what diner was ever done here? 60 million Ghana cedis. But value as a baby shed diner was said done 10 million Ghana cedis. Your value, what more value as component are they certified valuers? You really aside the land commission. I could verify it when a state institution places that you on you say sureties to be justified that awarding 50 million Ghana cedis to be justified enough for it a big kukoya yana emfa ya janentie and there's confirmation say Dr. Bamiaso Emma Ninkofu bi so a wogide so bit ma yes ade no eba momo so de mo papers ekoi omogitum afe na aka second person enra nwumre nya ntie se yura Dr. Brand Champon the question is the day abetifi it's Dr. Brand Champon nya ntie se ono so de ne de akọ ama pe lawyer and the people be put means ne de no put the bro what they call to so no abro 50 million or so enti ura Brand Champon beba wo bi na minshaw beba Brand Champon wo bia no na minshaw se wo so atimi de wo de abeka ho ama ena me no kasen documents bia e wo se ye de ko twitwaje chairman Bernard Kwame Ntwebo Esaku bia no ye de ko empedifo amabo nyina anya minshaw Dr. Mahmoud Baomia wone Dr. Lolomu de mu nyina anya minshaw Dr. Brand Champon nya minshaw ade a ya meme na make se eda no ye chie mi na ye se ye pe enipa mienu ama ye ama mi bill mi twa mani na me nuanom yensa e na gina hol mu bia so be ma mi bill. I can tell you dachi bia se bi chop empo me ma dachi bia ma se enche me start through book me pese me kubo ba kokora na fe na kufu ado still woni book koku ba ko still woni book unti be ntro ade ma ne man thing me chop book ma trust ade na she because that day and I can say me impedipa mi na ma mi bill me nya ebia I will have gone back to my first love, that is teaching. Ebia ke beja media adwuma no na ma go back to the classroom because enka me so demoralized enti ye pedipa mi na me ma bill me nya nipa mi ensa de na me ho akoma ba me ho se nipa do me enti nipa ya de a wo sayeyi Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baomia ene na mfo no busuafo de maya match ma wontumi wodamase Dr. Brand Champon de waya match ma wontumi wodawase megide so pie ba aseda no ebeba small controversy biasi enura nwumre in fact from Yawada and nipa bebreka say na bail condition anu odin dodo adena lawyer and the appeal could be emfakrata enko court seeking violation of the bail condition say eka court say yokufo say omon sakra bail condition because anu odin dodo ya na opima enko enra nwumre de nya ntie say NPP head of legal lawyer Gary ni makomafo ese wa file document e court seeking violation of the bail conditions. In fact, learn ma ko de ne de no call ye no Gary de no call is one more mu nyam yes when ye hwehwe no but I late we be say we better late than never into ye afe anwumre no ebo be 8 ena yehwe TV cause obi at TV hu ne yehwe ena be bia so bi nya bia hwe bia no akohwe ena lawyer Asare-Bediako bi lawyer Asare-Bediako bi kasa ma bodada okasa no say bail conditions in the o matima satisfy bibia if I know about you na o timi kan for the first time say Dr. Bɛkyerɛ post in the ababeka ho and was say o ma satisfy bibia na nwumre be 8 no nanka yoko officers ni bi at hall mo ma ready say nkoba koye inspection na enso so no obi afile document bi our court seeking to frustrate the process of getting Chebawuntumi out of Yoko. It's really quite Muslims now who could do that, say try to frustrate the process in the why no it's learn the people be kind na hwe mu na na say lawyer Gary ni Mako de no you are the court no was say na frustrate process no ehwehwe maso kakra. Because the fact that lawyer Gary Mako a filing court document seeking variation of Fred is a bail conditions no. Yoko is not stopped from going ahead executing the bill because say omo etima satisfy bibia dia they can go ahead and then just do it because most at the end so yent bo de court but the most yent so krampo no mo de abadia ada na se atwintwen ka say mo de court ntini yenye ya na is that what Yoko people said say adena you see omo court ntino and say de medwa mente kakra then another issue say anadwo 8 no afena ka Yoko for penfo komo ko verify de no hefa e wo lands commissioner na ana hefa eye meyi kakra dwe de ofa Asare-Bediako bi na otwi wabre bataya kra me ne fa nchichemu bra kakra say we are saying say ehwehwe kakra but asedi nyina pompon so and they say Ura John Dramani Mahama president actually say he has no respect for the position he once occupied. Edru baby and this na ora kwakwa nyi do hu ye che no na the charge was treason no hu ora kwakwa nyi do hu efo ye che no bo the charge of treason. That's the highest offense you can commit of Ghana. Ewo NIB then called BNI was a BNI ho and now former president John Dramani Mahama requested from President Kufuor Aban say or no former president the person will go a friend say efu kokwanyi do hu o man deny almost no problem the amount of time any day it will be timako walk on he went in the company of then NDC General Secretary Joseph Sidin Kitia and then Ura Julius Debra and another person and I'm call your mom full access as air conditioning room and I'm what ho mudi nkomo kama mo sre mo wie mo set me gina ho Mr. Sati ba cho me the picture bi e ma I take me the picture dem ma fatos na me hwe say no anko ade am the picture bi e ma enye no a e de amesanya ena mo ko twa picture ene former vice president Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia were former vice president enti woni kwan say baby security installation wono abesore se wo ko keke emwa obia eti bibi baby obekọ bia no eso kacha ban say aha mpese me ba ho bibi say na asinte ese me ba mama me full access se keye na kacha ba wuntumi ho mfa no he was not under any ayibia na koda hospital so kohwe ne dia e da hu hia so be kacha ban but we die aban wo aban sem it is wo kwa wontumi nsore enko keke eso kacha ban panimfo and wakache babia ayi wo bia me cha na nopa interior minister Muntaka Mubarak and nano pemechiao Muntaka Mubarak mi busao in your heart of hearts dear enra a course no are you proud or is it that you are not in charge? Because I am reliably informed say Dr. Bamia this I request the bass of person question baby chema won to me wo no ni kodin komo as the interior minister nesha wonsa o facilitate ade na ka say onko Iyoko 3 p.m. waso be 3 p.m. echemu vary ni so there be o NIB muka so NIB mo be move no fi NIB na ko Iyoko 3 p.m. Dr. Bamia enko ho ebeka few minutes to 3 p.m. and I must have vary and say oh there be or NIB into a moon NIB 5 o'clock. Dr. Bamia say no problem and we call NIB 5 o'clock on any penny for Asare alcohol no ma you deny him access to Chairman to me. You see, that is the height of disrespect and a breach of protocols. Na efeni monyam hye emre wo bia say former vice president the party chairman ya che no wonka asem wo koyi no wo so peso okohwo na ni kohwe no anase ya sentence chema wontumi incommunicado. Why do you do that? President Mahama hwe media remonacha de remonacha we small fly please. Forget about Remonacha. Enye Remonacha na ya ade we yo. Eje John Dramani Mahama ene yesa. Eje John Dramani Mahama ene remote controlling Remonacha say don't do this because anyesa Remonacha will not do a thing like this. Anyesa head of NIB will not do a thing like this. It's the president. He is the one because former vice president SCQ mu consent modi amano amane time say wonko and you do this thing to him. It's embarrassing. A recklessness on the part of the government. It's the height of disrespect shown by the president, sitting president John Dramani Mahama. Now the tallest building in Ghana the bank towers and as the bank square. Eti ene mo le chema wunti ba kwesi bank square esoro ho na makotwa di ti anambo ni tuaku no. Munti benya de ye kan bia bi. Oh kafra. Eti what the more ye no oh yes the more ye no to what end? Peter me mo akwaba.
Yanua
oh ye
oh nyakopon adom ahoden ho choyo
ede ya miasi so ho ye fine
me ho ye
over the week let is saying
oh no and share that because Ghana a period Ghana we are in dangerous times in the name koso no misuro magana ntenora chale
yeah
enora name kokoko so wo NIB. Yeah. And then me to her and she say, hey Ghana. Now Ghana is somebody really in charge of this country. Or if people are in charge, are they really governing? According to the rule of law. And democracy now, yes, we practice work. But you better man so now.
Martin.
We speak about the issue. Say no because of here na me koto Kofi Bentum Kwansen book be.
And run out koto.
Me say me matone books. Matone bogus informants in the but they know
where they
security in the hand of God.
Okay.
No.
Security in the hand of God.
Yes. Security in the hand of God. Say
me just say obi in charge o. Whether even nyame.
Ade no Nyankopon kwa na Bɛkyerɛ say the eko e wo Ghana.
Okay,
the security e bi.
But me shadi. Na koto e se wabufuo.
Security in the hand of God.
Was my basic testimony. Okay. I was saying this book is about security expectedly.
Yes.
It reiterates that survivor, safety, well-being, and ultimately contentment are the pillars on which the security structures rest. It also naturally stresses security in all its dimensional aspects, whether as personal security, institutional security, human security, national security, global security, and so on. But more pertinently, it certainly goes further and higher. It demonstrates in a clear, transcendent way that the divine does play an uncanny role in the security equation, that there is purpose in every activity. That is the author's intimate testimony.
That's right.
Okay. How do you come in? Was it that there is purpose in every activity?
That's right.
Now, we need they make a very, very innocuous. More fight me. Do be me to some put the mammy phobia. Almost said the chairman would you can't go for being selling me think as you, but the yoke of you. How much amount you made in a chairman navy? That's what. Yes. I'm matching. And what kind of said was it there's purpose in any activity?
Is it?
Yeah.
Nipa no yeah also be say no. Who also be say no. E be a true nipa no na owie beba.
Yes.
That's how the world is.
All right. You be come so me no ba ko dia message bia bro say lawyer dia appear could be must learn the politics of the deal. What he said last night was needless, given the fact that every other person in the party was working towards chairman's freedom. Gary did no wrong. He appear rather is creating an impression of a front that is not united. It is not good for the optics. You will never find something like this. Say and no be so deal. Yes, baby. Yes, OPK so DBB by udenti ye din komo na ye be ko OPK so make comment bi wo the Facebook page. It's no. Udi di ko na me de no be so beto so that
we are sure say on natural. Last time BB Sabai also or deny say one natural BB asa.
Okay, Mati. Peter.
Now wait, my before Peter beba. E ya niam bia mo mentiase o.
Okay.
Most lawyer could be say Obia filing BB to frustrate the process. Are you sure he was referring to the lawyer Nemaku Fali?
Yeah.
What? NDC and now Abaya filing BB to frustrate the process. Yeah. Nipa no Yamanu Bela. This repugnant 50 million inquiry bail. Any court to cry inquiry bail. Yes, 50 million. With two choices to be justified. And now, what's now from Tuesday as a lawyer? Wednesday, one call. Thursday, one call. Friday, one call. So, and look, there's even a headline say, "Oh, see, Yoko and Bonibia, they follow the process." Who our clients, our custody, and our laws say nobody should be detained beyond 48 hours. Yoko has detained your client beyond 48 hours, so you said they've not done anything wrong. They follow due process. Is that due process? Is that the law? What the law is?
What he said there was a certain warrant to be 80. Was it the warrant waives the gates that 48 hour?
Which warrant?
Yeah, Tobo. We are lawyer.
Me lawyer. But me I was sociology, penology.
Yes.
Penology.
Yeah, lawyer.
Law.
Lawyer, Juma.
Are you a lawyer? How do mama are you a lawyer? How people are incarcerated, how people the crimes you commit before you incarcerated, epidemiology. It's part of sociology, It's not about sociology of law.
Sociology of law is not.
It's not law. I know, but the ingredients are ingredients.
Ingredients. Ghana
Constitution say you should not detain somebody.
Law school.
They are not lawyers. Lawyer no cry say ye be. They are not lawyers. They are before them. Who clients were custody beyond one and to ban HM Constitution.
To who the tobo. Makuma akwana send who ya no pay.
And who ya no
ordinary hospital.
Yeah, you know.
Tobo. All right, Peter Yanko.
Peter said because of this airline, Shemi Bufu.
Headline.
Now airline said Yoko has not process, they follow due process.
Okay, Dabi. Me wa Asem.
And you no lawyer na.
Yoko ni no. Peter Yanko why? Alaji.
Gono.
Yes, sir.
Ye chair a tifoni a phone. Say I would Muhammad charge there. But Gono.
Yes, sir.
Share. and some cost nyina no me unim enye me wanwa say last week ye share wa han me catch her say omo hwehwe CID invited chairman won to me
yes
ne ko ba se na otwi oba
onko
na se okwa be mo mapa the chairman ono oba on pese the duani o se ni bibia onya arrangement dada because it is obvious say the NDC had given a hint way back say omo the nkofobia to a list because where they were going to deal with them and you know just when omo to abani wie na omo declare say NDC winning na omo say omo behu in fact me will be kura or the video be kura bre me ayensem trofo yi bi kura ampo no amafo bi e kan ye a discussion even on radio say hey ye behwe sa wa asumani bobo din enti I would have been very surprised if chairman no nim say Orban NDC for ombe hanadwen it also be you see I can understand why Audu is angry but also nyabotre in fact I disagree with those who have said say there's no politics to what is happening and that the oko ade omo ye no politics and so we lawyer you can do your law
politics with this issue
so
even internal MPP politics you are standing somebody who is incarcerated Charlie,
Alaji Tobo. That's why Pastor Alaji is you.
Me want so.
Hey, any me pra. Adam me pe coffee mama.
Uncle be me there. Okay. Uncle be cool me.
There's politics to it. And in fact, enjoying the politics angle asemi abai nyina no. Why? In any case, ubekai the missing container issues.
Yes.
It was a major problem for them. Look, Don Jinapo had way back late January, Akko port said 2,500 EC containers. Aka or port and intiminyi. Okay. Okoye yini na early February. No, Bɛkyerɛ say containers 1,350 Aira our port. Ekoba ye pet na ndisi som say MPP4 akoton containers 1,350 to the extent say they were impugning negativity to the minister Napo ekoya ma fenyo kra ho ba asem even in parliament they attacked afenyo say no on a board chairman container the airai it has to say Dubik MD ama NDC4 wo show mu ba bia am say MPP4 ya kronfo anche and the same minister Jinapo any TV3 ko ye interview no or say 40 of the missing EC containers have been found pong ubekai Chinese ni bi dia na cameras to try Chinese for the hank of go omunsa omdo omako sales okay and on it to take aside here I'm quoting from the interview say the important issue is the whereabouts of these containers. The briefing I have received this morning indicates that about 40 of them have already been traced to a warehouse in Pong, which belongs to a Chinese national. All 40 containers have been confiscated and moved to a secure location, unquote, John Jinapo. It's no person say container na MPP4 we are no 1,350 no wakomu 40 MPP4 atonama Chinese for bi ewo pon owie ye no o se osan akọche Indians bi a omo so 14 containers na ewo omo nchen na asem we de onya ma ne nkada they will go to the bottom to find out those thieves na ya jelly thieves no owie no osan ne joy bekasa say 40 another containers ni bi wako hu omo ewo tamale call people names ya tiwa yankoti at this last week ni mu a omo committee ni report or certain committee so nko hwehwem committee report ni ba ya see containers no sana enyerai ni nyina ewo port to the extent say the 130 so-called 130 containers now say Iran impono more cry our port.
But Peter, I didn't know tintin.
Me ba mashada me tobo.
Okay.
And I'm say Asare-Bediako containers ni nyina dey ewo port. Graphic na nya paper bi no aka say bi MPP paper bi na akwa graphic front page say containers na MPP NDC for beka asa ayira wo port ni nya no kore. Na ni nyina have been found ewo port. And check na bi meka say no ene o say minister wo be patch ana say yina di.
Me ampo meka say yina di.
Na ufi say aban no betra o say na nimu asesa. No nkoyi JDM Darling Boy John Janapo Eddie. Now, minister, but did tragedy against Oman code of conduct. The minister will try to why am from so. I am one appointment be last week Friday. Health minister call or say board.
Sansiana.
Yes.
Needing a science and a sansa.
Sansa answer.
How would a body better body?
Sansa Dali.
And the bank
Sansa Dali.
Sansa Dali. Okay.
Annie or
And
Sansa Dali. Oh, I can. And okay, the just obey be 30 ya munti. But unim. Nyamani here won say omo appointing no board member ewo NHI. Ya appointing me pe and I ba but say say na the doctorate na was so be here na o de ba da Ghana for no na enye no kure nti Ghana emu issue statement so nim no abroche so omo so nim no na be yen guase. So the question was to national security ni BNI e dey background checks no mo here on her ema ye kwa appointing no board member or NHI ya ye ko aman guase abeto aban no etina be hia sa aban ni benya bibi atete ne ho a shifted the attention from enumguase abeto no last week no mu na akoba say chairman so omuko ni fie ubeka ya ni Saturday na ni weekend na no omuko chairman fie no no mo say Monday o report to CID oba report to CID oba ye CID who issue statement or statement now almost say they are comfortable. In fact I'm going to charge say ne akunta mining no or the acquire new mines so yeah now we almost statement almost say he cooperated. In fact I'm going to chairman abaso crowd
yes
of kwai on faso no mo ye de year no mo so onko ade a omra and so utie ndc for almost say oh akunta mining no or they are saying you boni o wadi de e say ekun nipa meanwhile the last minister who on the website or say or your press conference be or say or revoke the license of chairman won to me that akunta mining no because say chairman una mo call LA oni ebu or revoke obi lease on the license. What does it mean? It means that nipa no or one krata or the adwuma na meboa ana meboa ento bi or one krata or the adwuma I no nti wo say why bibi nti wo revoke e dey na ekoye illegal ekoye ade a eno nti esese treasonable offense. So even Yoko's Asemi they still trace to Galamsey
yes
and mention as one of the cause. Are you with me?
Yes.
And check and our down for same side this statement be too so chairman you hwe ni mu for
Bible quotation, but that's a bread way. That's a bread. Oh, that's it. Or say Bible quotation, you or can baby say, Sinipa Yedia or around. I, but what's what can say Sinipa Yedia, Ibunian Senia, as I say. But it be a commo ye more than one. I say, just a same side in Shaho. Because we dear Ibunian Seni.
Share or say, ye chairman hwemu ewo say waye bone miensa or say under including fraud mbamcho of all nyoma ekoso ni ayi nyina fraud ben mi wa wan kire company kro any ade kra wako defraud o mu what you say because I say God akodi for do bi o say bono akodi ne wadi for do na asa me boa na a deputy attorney general who person will communicate
as hey for Bible me fan was say we ye din ya ibunyansani no
on say godon okọ asorache
da bi ha dia cheche adwuma dia cheche
asa
ebiti me pese me cross bound ha di man aha tu da
okwasiampo okana no tumu a ibunyansani
okwasiampo okana no tumu a ibunyansani okwasiampo kwasia kra no
obi eni so ye kwasia
eto committee kra na so ankasa no ejira esakwa do agentlo ekwasa keka nko a okay okwasiampo ibunyansani okay medase ba ya ma me quotation na ankasa
she o hwe simsai statement na first intro no say ye chairman hwemu so akodi fraud obi and say of fraud one che fraud kro owie no o say ye ne mu nhwemu ya che no because of loss of causing financial loss to the state but minimo menya lawyer but lawyer for no medi nkomo che causing financial loss to the state no people abamu nipa ana meboa
Proverbs 17:28.
Maybe Proverbs 17:28. And NIV there no a new international version was say even fools are taught wise if they keep silent and discerning if they hold their tongues. Now was say a New Living Translation even fools are taught wise you know they taught us na and sad as actually sekawe me tron for fra e ka me just srem side din be hye ho sese wo ye din a ebunyansani wo bia na ja nkwasa keka nko a so far she just srem side and wakasa about 3 weeks ago calling Justice Tokono as the former Chief Justice, somebody who has just been suspended.
Yeah.
Can you call her a former Chief Justice?
What does it tell you?
It tells you some about multiple person my unity. And I say, Okwasia Krampo, Ekra no tuma, the Bunyansani. Kamina may track, I made just the same side in Beshaho. Because we're a classic example of that Bible quotation. Yanko.
Also, of course, financial loss to the state. But causing financial loss to the state, Emrano, for government of a Munipa.
Yes.
And he said, Obi private man, Uncle ye minister, Danko ye MP da. Not to me cause financial loss to you can say Bia, Wabu or mine, and I say Bia, and look how you state, and I said there, almost a Kojiska war, Exim Bank. But Exim Bank is some come in the court. And he said, Wakojiska, and I say, yes. It is up to the court between to decide.
Civil matter can sometimes become criminal. Me lawyer, me lawyers. Unless within the process, there is some near be or within contract, no correct. Says okay, no crowd no. It's not for it's for the organization to take action against.
Yes, so
their money.
Oh, yeah, no, say yes, I you for money laundering. So sad way na statement or the better abontin no or sheda it is to feed into the propaganda because wama further in better particulars
and you see
so what's the mama for bet continue running chairman down
as some kind yege ka bi nche straight away say nyansani chairman want to me is under investigation
yes
by a state institution
yes
state institution e dey yoko and at dey CID do they fall under attorney general baby
yes
Chairman want to be not under investigation from the attorney general's office and now you know more they are not under instruction from the attorney general's office. I just move your more report.
You see they are not, let's be clear.
And you cannot purport to speak for and I feel like PR.
They are institution. When it comes
but how do
when it comes to say direct under no because attorney general has a prosecutorial role and a responsibility over all matters.
But there be almost independent as well.
Yes, of course. But how do you see Tobo? If Abino, if they were almost sincere, and can see the issue statement, Adentina Yoko so an issue statement. The Yoko could have also issued a statement if Abino per se or address the issues are.
Yes.
So the same side, a person in na
problem. Was sending me message.
Tapahini. Was said that
I disagree with you.
Oh, Makata I understand him. I'm saying I understand his point.
Much and Mahama.
And I'm saying I understand his point.
Yes.
Me I will argue. That is Tapahini say Asare-Bediako say John Dramani Mahama and was he disagrees with me. I have no problem. I still insist to say, and near my room at oh, and some year you know about a Fernandez. Yes, Rabo. Nana, the Pahini Patroja was but you need a word to go to friend to Pahini. Okay, Yanko.
So I'm saying, say, Chairman call CID Hono. Ni Papa Muno, Omu or my issue statement. Say, Omu investigating or akonta mining. Enti enya enim enti etimi ko baso bi ntimi ko kase o CID for inviting because e bia waye boni bi wakoto bibi anya na wakoy bibi boni bia enti you conso invite no or go to the process let's say abani person or communicate here another person Ghana for din komo na opso din kura Yoko could have issued a statement say we are still holding him based on ABCD
exactly so
and not the deputy attorney general to issue a statement, empty statement,
yes,
and hang it,
yes,
and allow their propagandists, no, to feed into it and to continue to spread falsehood against chairman.
Yeah, totally right.
What you say? It clearly no, washada, and that's what I'm saying. Say that a deliberate plan by the NDC to still keep chairman. What you say? Say the beya, omube satisfy their own interest. Uti oma. What are they saying? So, Chairman Ede, and no, or yeah, President Mahama at the time. Or can say President Mahama Beba Shanti no meji is
that why he's before you go?
But that is the conversation out there.
So a propaganda.
Yes. So same side fed into that propaganda.
Yes.
So they can continue.
No, he didn't feed into that propaganda. He led that propaganda.
Oh, but already no Canada.
They
said
was it syndicated?
Why do you say he fed into it?
He led it. He's the one. He's the chief propagandist. Deputy Attorney General, lawyer. Yeah, who now you chief propagandist? Say, Pishama I was it the organized crime. Can one person engage in organized crime?
Oh yes. Can you imagine? But the statement go
on that's why he said they are investigating.
Me wa wan chen go fukuro. So, and I'm saying say Yoko could have issued a statement to state ABCD. But Oma sheda and Oma allow the Deputy Attorney General to use the Facebook to communicate. Now we gaps room now man for Ede and Namsa. So say be omni be good chairman no say a good MPP hu fi because omni MPP say no omo hu enye de dada and people will not obi anka bi ma MPP na yen destroy the chairman din any party no because unim Yoko enti say what you obi no say one also one man bail na say nipa no ntumi meet bail na adenti na won kok omo anka say Yoko na anko court to say oh yeah hwehwemu enipa no 48 hours no na aso but hwehwemu na ye enwie so we still want to keep him anameboa but omo anko because omo say yama obetimi akofa bra unya mai so unya mai a ye de yete ho na ye twem because unim that article 14:3 no it's all clear menya lawyer but I don't believe say whether say warrant to whether say ye Bɛkyerɛ through invitational and I want call any achieve and I say so ye dey you na say u shema it should exceed 48 it doesn't make sense
provision if you here for
me friend lawyer be anope o serious
warrant
Debbie trouble
maybe kind article 40
okay and you do one kind
of say friend I want to mean say ka say friend me
say me ba ni kwa de other friend
Kafra. My main kind message we will be say Nana Hayes would the message but was say in 12 when the senior member of the MPP was arrested, President Kufuor advised the government then that they should not use a hammer to kill a mosquito. That was a sledgehammer. Okay. President Kufuor can sledgehammer. Now, why do we use sledge in every hole? Was it the vice then? That was John Dramani Mahama said they will use a bulldozer to kill a mosquito. This will tell you who John Dramani Mahama is. He destroyed Wontumi in 2013 and is now prepared to finish him. This is his reason for his comeback.
Charges charges like bogus charges like chairman.
No, me didn't say it is unlawful per Article 14.3 no to keep Chairman Wontumi beyond the 48 hours. Wabra yokun court. It is so clear. Here BBBR to justify why they are still keeping him. Ebio unim emre yenin kaso.
Yo.
Ene a chairman. Nobody is saying that a chairman abonia. Emma emra eninindi. Crime is crime. So I boni bi na se mufi say enya we are not defending him. Mufani kojina
Of course.
Court.
Of course.
Na yemfani fa emra kwan so. Sana democratic ayibia yehwe se ebeba. But to have an intention, plan and rehearse
And execute.
fantastic. Say mobile tete no ekipu no beyond the constitutionally mandated time in there. Wrong. And this can say so.
Mati. Peter Kuma and I'm watching in Canada. Mamiko Ebo.
Right, you can mintia Momo Shay.
Ebo Kabenya can't be free a year. Said Dr. Bawumia, former vice president. Alcohol upon agreement with the government. Yenita make us say Holland for the maybe free Raymond Hono. Because he didn't reach an agreement with Raymond. He reached an agreement with the government. The whole government set up say, me a former vice president, me chairman, ya channel.
But Acha is part of the government.
No. That decision wasn't taken by Raymond. The decision to see.
You think that if former vice president is talking to a senior person in government, it is Raymond he's talking to?
No. It won't be Raymond Acha.
The first person will be calling will be President Mahama.
Yes, and the president
or chief of staff.
Yes, and the president or chief of staff who says, okay, let me talk to the first interior minister to facilitate it. And I can put it on record to say, Muntaka Mubarak was instructed to do this. He was in charge yesterday. He was coordinating. In fact, along the car say 3 p.m. Dr. Bawumia enko yuko.
No,
Okay, Mati.
Because
And I be me who